2, 1. Hey guys, it's Royal.
And I'm River.
And I'm Cactus.
Space Cat.
And today we are not in Kansas anymore.
That's for sure.
No, we're somewhere. We're somewhere. I actually don't
We're in
know.
Ogagaki.
We're in Ogagaki. Okay, I'm leaving you
Hey,
guys.
intro music.
Intro music.
Quiet.
The intro music is over.
Intro music over it.
I will intro music over it.
Stop. Parkour.
We just started. All right.
As always, guys, this is a killer podcast. And
Parkour.
today we are going over the movie A Silent Voice, as per request by Space Cat and Cactus. Hey guys.
No, not me.
It's
I
Sir
never watched
Cactus
it before. But, yeah, all right.
Oh, it's Sir Cactus?
It's Sir Cactus the Fourth, isn't it?
Let's make a tricky one here. Wait, no.
Okay. So,
This one's
as
gonna be like that.
I'm stealing your stone out of the water.
as you guys
Oh.
Go
know,
around it.
we don't
All right, as we
address-
know.
You don't normally address the Minecraft while we are talking about the podcast. But I am going to address the fact that we are in a realm this time and not in Minecraft Central.
Kansas.
No, it's definitely
Kansas.
not.
We're not in Kansas.
It's definitely not Kansas.
Ah,
So, can we get a rate? Oh wait, actually, first I have the IMDb up.
You do. What's the
I
official
do.
rating?
Okay, the official rating. Excuse my dying. I don't have COVID. Is an
I found
8 point-
flowers.
is an 8.2 out of 10 on IMDb, and this is the movie. A young man is ostracized by his classmates after he bullies a deaf girl to the
That's
point where she moves away. Years later, he sets off on a path for redemption.
Cool.
And that's the movie. That's it. It's the whole thing.
Sounds awesome. I should watch it
this
sometime.
ends. Roll the credits.
Why do you send me
Okay.
this?
Do you guys want to review it yourselves? Like, what's your personal review of it?
Can we get a rating from everybody? What's
Yeah.
the rating?
Well, Sir Cactus already gave his rating before the podcast.
Yeah.
Yes, my
y'all
rating
can-
is 8 stars. Out of 10
Wow.
stars, that is.
Out
That
of
is-
what? 8? 100?
I said out of 10.
Okay, cool.
I give
That
it
is
9 out of
lower.
10.
That is lower than the IMDb. I hope you know that. I'm gonna rate this an 8.6 out of 10.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So slightly higher than the IMDb, but it's no 9.
Keep that there. We're gonna be jumping on top of this then. No, don't. We're gonna do it like this.
Okay, I have a question about our ratings. Do they like? Oh, jeez. Is it based on how much I enjoyed the movie or how good I think the movie is?
It's a combination of both.
Aren't
Do
those
your
the same
best.
thing?
No,
No,
because
from a
Cool Ranch-
cinematographic kind of view. Did you say
Cool
Cool Ranch?
no, hold on. Cool Ranch Doritos are technically a good chip. I just do not like them.
That's a good analogy. I like that.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said it. So River, what's your
My definitive rating.
Yeah.
I'm going with like a solid 7.8.
Okay, that's better than I thought. I was
Yeah,
scared
I
you were
did
gonna give it
not.
a 3.
Yeah, I definitely
Okay,
thought you were
I enjoyed it. This is just not my go-to genre.
no kidding.
It's called
That's what I
Slice
was
of Life.
Style.
Slice of life this is, because this movie is about depression and unhealed trauma.
You're
Yeah,
not cool unless you finish my parkour.
I just finished it, so.
Okay, stop talking about your parkour.
I literally don't know where to go from here. How do
Go
I
around
Okay,
it.
I'll start us off then.
go around?
Um,
It's impossible. What are you talking
that.
about?
did you guys have any favorite characters?
What's his name? I don't know what his name is. I don't know what any of their
Hey.
names are. The guy with the red hair, unproblematic king.
I know his name. His name is Satoshi. Satoshi?
Yeah,
Either
sure.
one.
Satoshi,
I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah.
It's
Okay.
pretty much only like
from Big Hero 6.
Oh my gosh.
pretty
Well,
much only
I was
like
looking-
3 main characters that
I
really
was
show up.
looking
So it's kind of
at-
hard to have a favorite.
Yeah. Well, I kept on. Well, I was looking at the list of characters to perfect my list earlier. I was like, wait, isn't what's the guy's name? Tomohiro in Big Hero 6, just as Hiro, but they call him Nagatsuka the whole time,
Yes.
so it doesn't matter. Definitely favorite character though is actually wait, this is kind of I actually don't know my favorite character. I'm leaning towards Yuzuru though.
Yeah, Yuzuru is the best.
Which
Yeah.
one is
Who's that?
She's
That's the little
the
sister.
that's the little sister / boyfriend.
Oh yeah.
Which
I died.
River can't get over.
That's
Like-
it looks so obvious. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Well, I knew she was a girl, and then they started like calling her like I don't know, like bruh or something. That's not what it was. But I was like, wait a second, she looks like a girl, and then I thought it was the girlfriend, and I was like, okay. And then
Yeah.
it turned out to be the little sister. I was like, oh god.
Yeah, I
Oh,
definitely
how the turntables.
yes, definitely some turntables happening. But yeah. So starting I like the beginning of the movie. I think the teacher, I don't remember his name.
Is so bad.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
annoying.
He's so like what the heck are you
He's a
doing?
terrible teacher.
Also, Space Cat, I think he kind of looks like you.
Ah,
Or
You
one
just
and the
might-
same.
you get
maybe.
the iron block.
Yeah.
I didn't know you
Yeah,
can
the
mine with
teacher-
this.
Yeah. So
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Silence.
so wait, let's go.
I thought
So at the very
Star
beginning,
Captain
you get a
Ghost.
montage of bullying.
Yeah. Okay. That I didn't even like. I was just like, how can Shoya be such like a bad person? Like I don't even understand that. Like you don't just bully a deaf girl because she's.
It's the
deaf.
lack of understanding they have. He was just a little kid, and then without
They
understanding her.
were in 6th grade.
Yeah, they
like
were in 6th grade.
12. No excuse.
I think you'd kind of know what being deaf is at that point.
Yeah. It's kind of ridiculous. Yeah, he literally rips her hearing aids out of her ears frequently and throws them out the window.
Yeah, but even before that, you saw as a teen, then he was definitely suicidal.
I don't think as a teen he was oh yeah, later in life he was suicidal. But right like at the beginning
at the
he's
very
not.
beginning of the movie, you see that he ripped his calendar, gave all his money to his mom, and was at a bridge.
Oh, well yeah, but that's like later in life. That's not when he
And
was 6th
that's on public school.
grade. Wow, okay.
Am I wrong?
Not entirely, unfortunately. Maybe all the proceeds from this episode will go to the public school system.
Proceeds?
The proceeds, because we're monetized. No, we're not.
No, we're not.
Please like and subscribe so we can be monetized and for better audio.
We're trying something new with the audio, so don't come at us.
yes, we are. So let us know in the comments. You will get a cookie if you comment. Oh, we forgot to shout out your YouTube channel. Hold up.
This is a hot.
It's
Space-
non-existent at the moment that this video
Oh.
probably comes out. But soon it will
Okay.
be, and it'll be better than this channel. So,
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, maybe we won't shout out their channel.
whoa! I'm not.
We have more viewers than you do. Business Cactus.
Just wait till we post our first
Sir
video.
Cactus the
Sir-
Fourth.
Or Cactus the Fourth. But their YouTube channel. Are you creating a new YouTube channel for the Minecraft series?
I already have it, so you can probably link it. But there's nothing on it right now.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
just
will
looking
link it
down
in the
description.
There will be a link down in the description. Yeah. So that's what's happening there. Back to the movie though, A Silent Voice.
Is
After
that the actual name of the movie? Because there's something different in the title and end credits than there is on
yeah,
the
it's just
Netflix
different
thing.
translations.
yeah, it calls it The Shape of a Voice or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think in the beginning it says A Point of Light, The Shape of Voice. Actually,
Yeah,
I
it's
know
different
that's what
translations.
because I wrote it down. I know I've said this already to you guys, but I wrote up 2 pages of notes for this movie.
Hey, what's your first
Amazing.
note? What's your first note?
We've already gone over my first note. Some of my notes are just remembering events and stuff that happened in the movie. So I definitely got a little mad there when he threw the hearing aid out the window. That was kind of infuriating. You don't do that.
Yeah, those things are expensive, what you see later on.
Oh my gosh, it's what are you even doing? But then his mom, Shoya's mom, talks to Shoko's mom, and she says you have to be nicer and stuff. And then guess what? He doesn't get nicer.
No, he gets meaner.
Yep.
And then she slaps him. The best.
Yes. Yes, she does. She does in fact give him a nice little slap. Yeah. Oh, and then she accidentally burns all of his money. All of his hard-earned cash.
So fun.
Hard-earned cash.
I found a bumblebee.
After she burns the money, the purple X's appear. Can we talk about the purple X's?
I don't know if I liked the purple X's or not.
I thought
they were kind of.
I like the
annoying.
purple X's.
Yeah, it was really good at representing what it was representing. Basically.
Yeah, but I couldn't match anybody's names to faces because I didn't know their names. And
It wasn't that hard to see who they were.
Yeah,
Just look at their hair
what are you
color.
talking about?
Yeah. So
braided
what?
hair, short hair,
Purple hair.
Which
green
one's
hair.
the short hair?
She doesn't have purple hair. I don't know
Has
why you
purple
think
hair.
No, she doesn't.
She does not have purple
It's
hair.
jet black.
Wait, we're talking about the cat lady, right?
Yes, we were talking about the cat lady.
No, it's totally
Naoka
purple.
has black hair and purple eyes.
She has
So what were
purple
your thoughts
eyes.
on Naoka?
Wait, how do you spell her name? I'm gonna look it up right now.
Naoka.
I personally actually liked Naoka. She was straightforward and she was understandable. Compared to
She was a good character. She was a good character, but I didn't like her.
Well, okay, so I liked her more than Miki.
You liked her more than
Oh,
me?
that's the one with the blonde hair and the braids. Yep.
Yes.
I like her hair.
Miyoki is the tall one with the very short hair.
Miyoki,
That
okay,
they
so
meet
at the
at
beginning of the
the
movie,
whatever.
Miyoki is the only one that tries to understand Shoko.
Yes.
And she, because she was trying to understand her, she was bullied herself until she left the school.
That's right. So then they both end up going to the all-girls academy or whatever.
Yeah,
I
so
missed that part.
yeah, Miyoko and Naoka
Shoko.
went. No, Shoko ended up going to a different school.
Right, because then they're reunited. I remember.
Yeah, no. So Naoka and Miyoka went to the same school and later became friends, which you see later when they're in high school.
Oh.
Yes. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah. So do you guys? I know I sent this to the group chat last night, but do you guys remember how old they are throughout the movie?
Yeah, they're in 16, 17.
Yeah.
Oh, they're 17, 18. Because at the end, Shoko, they're talking.
18.
Well, no, they're talking about her birthday, and she is 18.
Yes.
Cool.
She is 18, so they're juniors in the high school. Actually, Shoko.
Probably
wait.
seniors.
No, because they have to be juniors because
They don't have to be.
sixth grade. No. Because they say sixth grade was how many years ago? They say a specific number of years, and I did the math.
Of course you did.
Yes,
I actually think in Japan there's only 3 years of high school.
What?
It's because they do more school.
I'm moving to Japan.
They do school year round though, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
they start
no.
in spring.
I'm not moving to Japan.
Yeah.
But they also have school festivals, which look hecka fun.
Hecka fun.
Our school is dumb. We don't even go to school right now.
Correct.
But
Guys,
school festivals are represented in anime all the time, and they're usually just times where they let people
Yeah, wait,
go into the school.
didn't they go to one of those school
Yeah, so that
festivals
was
in
at the very
movie?
end.
Yeah.
And you could see that his class did a cafe, which is a pretty common thing to do. But then other people will like put on plays, do like musicals and all that. But it looked really fun.
interesting.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, but it's like open to the public. So basically, it's like opening a fair in your school, and each class does their own thing.
Yeah, why don't we do that? Why don't? Why does
Bring
it?
You
it
know
on.
why? You know
We
why?
got
'Cause
pep rallies.
we go to unnamed school district that absolutely sucks.
Disgusting.
So yeah, it's gross. But
So,
I mean, our
back
school
to-
district isn't like any worse than just like any other schools in.
No. Clearly, you have not been to not some of. Okay, actually, I can say the states because we don't live in these states. But Connecticut, for instance, the school districts are absolutely filthy rich, and they can pay for literally everything, and so they have literally everything.
okay, so after
Yes,
the
back on
bullying,
track.
So after the bull, okay, so the purple X's appear, and yeah, the purple X's were a really good like representation of like I
not
think
being able
they,
to look people in their faces.
yeah, not being able to look people in the face because he's embarrassed and depressed. I think that it's mostly a like depression coping mechanism.
Yeah, it was really good at representing it. It's like physical anxiety, like anxiety literally that you can see.
It was really
Um,
good. So I was confused in the beginning of the movie. I'm like, why are there so many shots like at people's legs? It was really weird. 'Cause I'm like, does he have like a thing for like people's legs or something? It
No,
seems
it's
kind
just because he keeps looking at the ground.
Diamond.
Yeah,
Did you get diamonds?
Good job. I don't doubt it. But
What the heck?
so yeah, they do the thing. They have the shots of people's legs, and that made sense by the end for me. I'm like, okay, he doesn't look people in the face. Yeah. So while the X's are still happening, though, the first X to disappear is Nagatsuka's, and he very very quickly, almost alarmingly quickly, becomes Shoya's best friend.
Yeah, so he's like the comedy relief kind of character, but he was overall just a really good friend.
hmm
Yeah, well, he was awkward, like 10 out of 10 awkward.
He was
But there,
awkward, and it's pretty much implied that he's rich.
is it implied
But
that?
yeah,
Explain that, please.
Huh?
Explain how it's implied that he's rich.
he literally gives Shoya and Shoko tickets on a train. He also pays for literally everything in the entire movie.
That's right. And he hands him like the lots of dollars of bills. I thought he was a
Yeah.
drug.
What?
I definitely thought he was like dealing drugs or something, and that would be part of the plot.
No,
And
he's definitely a good guy.
okay.
Oh, I'm back.
So after, yeah, so Shoya meets Nagasuka. After that, Shoya basically goes to another school to meet with Shoko, and then that's when like the whole movie kicks off.
Yeah,
Their
Yep.
relationship is so toxic.
Shoko and Shoya's.
Yeah.
No, it
Explain.
isn't.
Not
Yes,
really.
it is.
Explain.
At the very beginning, yeah,
Okay,
but
yeah,
like,
he bullied the crap out of her. Nobody in this relationship wants to wear the pants. They're all like, I'm sorry I did this to you. I'm sorry I did this to you. Like,
I
okay.
would say that Shoya is the only one who actually stood up to bullying. By the end, actually admitted to it,
Yeah,
and
he admitted.
tried fixing it.
Oh, the other girl, the one with the blonde hair, she was like,
Miki,
no,
yeah.
I didn't do anything. The one with the braids.
mhm.
Okay, so we're at the point. Shoya then tries becoming friends with Shoko. And then Shoko realizes that he learned sign language, which was a big part. It's a whole big thing in the movie.
Yes.
Because it shows that they're learning how to communicate with each other. Not only because
Yeah.
she's deaf, but like communicating as people.
Yes.
So another
Especially
big part, or
at the
them
end.
feeding the fish.
The fish.
Fish, the koi pond. That was really
Yes,
important.
the koi pond was really important. A key factor was when so Shoya brought the notebook that was to communicate when they're in elementary, and Shoko wanted it back because that represented like all the communication she had in like middle school. So when Shoya dropped it in like the river, Shoko jumped in, and that time he was unable to grab her. And
I think
couldn't reach
that
her.
okay, I'm
That
gonna pause you right there. I think that whole bit is like representing them not being able to let go of the past and just get over it, you know?
Yeah, and it's representing him not being able to reach her. There was representing what was going to happen later.
It was foreshadowing,
When
yeah.
when he was able to
Save her.
get to her.
Yeah.
So that
I mean,
their friendship's kind of stabilizing. It's good.
yeah. Okay. But yeah, I totally agree with you there. That it's like representing like the friendship stabilizing, like you literally just said. I'm very good at that.
Oh, yeah.
I think not.
So Yuzuru.
Yeah, this is the part of the movie when Yuzuru shows up. And Yuzuru and Nagatsuka are, I think, the greatest wingmen ever.
Wing girl.
Well, in the I called them wingmen because obviously.
Yeah, so at the beginning,
Yeah.
Yuzuru is trying to protect her sister by acting like she's her sister's boyfriend, basically just keeping away Shoya.
Yeah.
Because obviously he was a bully.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
funny.
obviously, this is River's favorite part of the entire movie.
It was so funny.
It was funny the first time. River. After that.
Well, this is the first time I watched the movie, Royal, so don't come at me.
Well, same here. So obviously Yuzuru is not the boyfriend. Yuzuru is the sister. I thought Yuzuru was gonna actually not be okay. So this is what I thought was gonna happen to Yuzuru. I thought, since she wasn't wearing any shoes and she was kind of like a little beaten up and stuff, I thought she was gonna be homeless, and it was actually just like defending, and it was just defending Shoko because she was being nice.
No, it ended
That's
up
what I thought
that
was gonna happen.
Shoko kicked Yuzuru out for being mean to Shoya.
Yeah.
Which was very interesting. I thought that
It
was.
was.
So
Yeah.
a big
Wild.
thing about Shoko is that she never really stands up for herself, but stands up for other people, and that you
Yeah.
can see that when she says sorry, even though it wasn't exactly her fault.
Correct.
So eventually Shoya takes Yuzuru back to his house, learns that Yuzuru is the sister. Then
Yep.
they kind of bond a little bit.
Yeah.
And that's when Yuzuru lets Shoya kind of join Shoko's life, I guess. Like they're now.
Yeah. Once Yuzuru's realized that that Shoya is trying to change, that's when she's like, okay, we can open back up to this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing though, this made me very mad. Is that Yuzuru had her nice Nikon camera out in the pouring rain?
Yes.
Like, what is she doing?
Taking pictures of dead things.
Yeah.
Obviously.
And when she was taking picture of dead things, it was later showing that was her way of protecting Shoko.
Yeah,
And
which
kind
was
of
kind
a
of
weird way.
yeah. I mean, but since she's like a little sister, I don't think she totally like understood how to deal with that.
I feel like she's definitely very grown up for her age.
Well, she has to be because she
Yeah.
kind of acts like the older sister to her older sister.
So this
You know?
at this point, Shoko wants to ask Shoya to connect her to some of her previous friends, which is Miyoko, which we talked about before.
Oh my gosh! And then there's the train scene.
Yeah.
I really have no memory of the train.
Okay. So the train
So-
scene is just when they're going to find Miyoko.
Nagasuko pays for them to go on that train.
Yes, yeah. But that part really like screwed me up because I'm telling this to the audience. You guys already know. But the movie Your Name, or I guess in Japanese it's like Kimi no Nawa or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm. But that movie screwed me up so much. Like I can't even explain how traumatized I have been from that movie. Now if I had watched this one first, it would be different and I would be traumatized from this movie. But since I have already been through the trauma of Your Name, I was more okay with watching this.
Yeah, it's like getting like the flu shot because it's like a dead strand of the flu.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I am more okay with this movie than I still am with Your Name, because like I said, it screwed me up really badly.
Yeah, and Your Name and A Silent Voice are like enemies, I guess, because they came out around the same time, and I think they had the same director. But then Your Name pretty much took all the
viewers.
Yeah, all the viewers and fame from A Silent Voice.
Yeah, but I guess that's competition right there.
Yeah, it is competition.
But yeah. So the train scene was the most emotional part in this entire movie for me, just because of Your Name. The rest of it was kind of like, oh, she's getting bullied, and I was sad, but it was like, oh no, the train scene, it's Your Name again. Yeah, That was bad for me.
So once Shoko and Shoya get to Miyoko, they have a reunion, and we see that Miyoko's grown like 5 feet.
Yes.
And she's thin.
5 feet more. 5 feet more.
Yeah. She's also changed a lot, because one of the big character arcs for her was that she was scared and didn't stand up for herself or Shoko back in middle school. So when we meet her again, she's obviously changed and is much stronger.
Yes.
Ooh. Okay, I just got looped.
Oh my god. This
is
actually the fourth over here.
I opened this chest in the Nether. It gave me diamond leggings protection 3 and a netherite ingot.
You're in the
next
Nether?
part is
another netherite.
We meet Cat Girl. What's her name?
Cat Girl, Naoka.
No.
Yeah,
They
it's
call
not
her Catwoman.
No, it's
Naoka. Yeah, Naoka.
I know. That's why I said Naoka.
Okay. Yeah. So, so Shoya meets Naoka with Shoko on the street.
Yep.
And
they're just like talking and chilling and stuff, and then Shoya is like, "Nope, I am out of this conversation," and he's just awkward, and it's really funny.
Yeah, because Naoka thinks that Shoya is still like he was in middle school, basically, because Naoka left and hasn't seen them in a while. So she immediately starts bullying Shoko again.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
Like, right away.
Nice, because obviously we know, Naoka doesn't know, but Shoya has changed. We know that. He's been trying, this is his redemption story, literally.
Yeah.
So yeah, it kind of drove me nuts that like you're trying to bring him back to his old habits. But then she also, once she realizes that Shoya isn't like that anymore, she doesn't change again.
Well, she does, but it's a much slower process.
Oh my gosh, it's so slow. And then she beats her up not beats her up, exactly. Well, no, she does.
We're not there yet. We're not there
in the Ferris wheel. We're almost to the Ferris wheel.
Still never really accepts that Shoko is like, or that Shoya is better.
Yeah,
I don't know how to say it.
Okay, so
but she never really accepts who Shoko is.
Right. Yeah.
So Naoka, you can infer that she has a crush on Shoya.
Okay.
That's throughout the entire movie.
Okay, that's an interesting thought, because I tried to steer far away from romance when it came to this movie, because I thought any romance in this movie would be a really toxic relationship like really bad.
Not
Um,
really.
I don't like romance movies. They're dumb.
Yeah, our chick flick is Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yes. It's a rom-com. It's a rom-com.
Oh yeah,
Anyway.
rom-com. But chick flick
Go,
rom-coms.
yes. Back to whatever we were talking about.
So because Naoka has a crush on Shoya, basically she's gonna be pretty
Mean
much
to-
against any relationship Shoya has with Shoko.
I get that. Which brings me to the topic of their relationship, which is weird. Because there's the bit where Shoko is like, I feel like it's about to like ask him out. She's about to confess her love, and then it just never comes up again.
Mhm.
She's like depressed for like a day, and then it never comes up again.
So Shoko eventually gets feelings for Shoya. I don't know how long it was. It must have been a couple months, because it seemed like it was like 3 hours, and then they were like in love. But because obviously Shoko, it's more, I'm gonna say, more emotional to say it than sign language. So she tries saying it, and of course she doesn't exactly know how to talk.
Right.
So you
No,
get
she
that
knows
scene.
how to talk.
She
can't
knows how to
hear.
talk, but it's not great.
Yeah.
So Shoya doesn't understand her while she's saying that, and that's a big part where like there's a lack of communication again.
Yeah.
So after that, Shoko is pretty much depressed.
Yeah. Well, she was already depressed, but now it's just
they're all depressed.
put her farther into her. Yeah, they are all depressed. Isn't that the truth?
So Miki is introduced. Miki shows
Wait, hold on. I have to remember which one Miki is.
Miki's the blonde
It's the
one.
blonde female. That's it.
Yeah. Miki's introduced Shoya to the guy. What's his name?
Miki introduces Shoya to Satoshi.
Satoshi, yeah.
Is that the red one?
Yes, the unproblematic.
Except that he is problematic. I don't know why he's saying that.
Yeah, he is definitely problematic, River.
Yeah. Because Satoshi is basically Miki. They're both really close friends, so whenever the two friend groups like merged, Satoshi was always kind of on Miki's side, and Miki always just said that she wasn't a part of the bullying back in middle school, which was not true.
Correct.
So Satoshi always took Miki's side, even though she wasn't telling the complete truth.
Yeah, well, I think she was less of like actively involved in the bullying though. She was more of an enabler.
Yeah,
you know what that means?
Yeah, it was basically like she never did anything to stop it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, she is an enabler. So
a bystander.
Well, in an abusive situation like this was, an enabler is the one who just like lets things happen.
Mm-hmm. So now we have
bystander.
the big old fair scene or amusement park.
Yes, the amusement park scene.
The two
friends, everything.
Shoya, Yuzuru, Naoka, Miki.
Everybody.
Yeah, everybody.
All the elementary school pals plus Satoshi.
Satoshi and Nagasuka.
Yeah. Now this scene was wild because every single thing that was said during this scene had double meaning.
It was a really powerful scene.
It was insane.
So at this point, Shoya was starting to, I guess, get over anxiety and started to be kind of happy.
Yeah, and he was, if you notice, there's no purple X's for the first 75% of the fair scene.
And there's a lot of representation where like the X's start falling off of people.
Yes. Now, here's the thing though. I wrote down this phrase that Shoya says because it tripped me up. This is where I got like solidified in what I thought this movie was about. And he goes, "Am I allowed to have this much fun?" Yeah. And I'm like, holy crap, this kid is so depressed.
That was a really important line.
Yeah, because because he doesn't think that he is allowed to be happy.
Because he took away
so much
happiness. And yeah.
I thought that was just wild. That would have been the only other part that I got like close to tears in this movie, but I didn't. because once again I watched Your Name first, and that movie screwed me over for life.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll have you guys on and we can do that movie next.
That's a good
gosh.
movie.
It is a good movie. Oh no. I can't think about it right now.
It's only good for a part of it. The later half is everything negative that could have happened.
Really?
So, Naoka had an idea to reconnect Shoya to one of his past friends.
The blonde male friend. Hold on, I have his name on the list. Kazuki.
Yeah, Kazuki was a friend of Shoya's until everybody knew that Shoya was bullying. So then, basically, he became Shoya's bully and
ostracized him.
Yes.
As the IMDb says.
And apparently, so he was working at a food stand at the theme park. So Naoka thought, like, oh, I can reconnect them if we just go buy some food.
Oh! Sorry.
So when they go to buy food...
Did you find a hot tub?
Yeah,
when they go to buy food, they see each other, and that just brings back all the anxiety.
Yeah.
And the X's go back up.
Yep. That that scene, I think that Naoka was, I feel like she meant well.
She meant well. She definitely meant well.
I feel like she meant well the entire movie. She's just bad at doing well.
Yeah. That was a really, I feel like that in her mind that was gonna go really well.
I found a bee.
Yeah. I see you found a bee.
He follows me when I hold
Naoka
this flower.
also made another big.
Maybe he does.
She made another big problem when she went on the Ferris wheel with.
Yes.
Shoko.
Yeah, that was that was crazy. I think this is another part where Yuzuru really comes through.
Yes, Yuzuru was so smart.
That was absolutely genius.
The Yuzuru is very protective, but yeah, that was just genius.
Yeah, that was. I was wondering. I thought that whenever Yuzuru gave Shoko
the camera,
my immediate thought was, why the heck is she gonna like ask her to take pictures like on the way up or something? But then later, the second she pulled out the iPad, I was like, oh my gosh, wait, she was recording the whole time.
Yeah. So Naoka has a conversation with Shoko. I feel like this conversation really showed what both of them were about. It wasn't just about Shoko.
Right.
Again, this showed a little bit of Naoka being kind of having a crush on Shoya. If you didn't pick that up.
Mm-hmm.
Where you're getting that from now, though.
If you rewatch it, you'll definitely see it. It's pretty obvious.
Yeah. I don't know. It also might have been back to unhealed trauma. I think that the separation of that friend group right there hit Naoka really hard when they were younger. And I think that's what she's been trying to do for like her whole life, is try and bring that friend group back, because that's the only like happiness she knows.
Mm-hmm. So they have a powerful conversation about how Shoko never stands up for herself and always says sorry. And like, I feel like Naoka just wants more ways of hating her, I guess.
Yeah. Yep. She wants a reason for her hatred.
Yeah.
But she's not getting that because Shoko's
just a good person.
She's a good person with problems, but everybody has problems. So
yeah.
Okay. And I'm not even referring to the deafness. I'm mostly referring to the fact that she doesn't. Yeah. So yeah, after they do that, Shoya realizes the X's go back up. Freaks out, and then he like runs away, and he goes back to the bridge where he almost jumped off at the beginning. And then it looks like he considers jumping again, but he did promise his mom that he wouldn't. So yes,
a key moment we forgot was Miyoka on the roller coaster when she says that she used to be scared of roller coasters.
Yes. Oh my gosh. That's where I got that's where I returned double meaning the entire time in the. Oh, good job, River.
I
That's
got
where.
shoes.
Space cat. Here.
Look,
Oh my
Here's,
god.
there's some more
they're
shoes.
glowing. Where'd you go? I need to show you my glowing shoes.
I'm up on a mountain.
What?
So
there's that bit. That's where I thought, oh my gosh, everything in this whole part of the movie has like crazy double meaning. Because obviously that is talking about Shoya not being able to confront his, like, not being able to look anybody in the face.
After this scene, we have
Granny dies.
yeah.
Well, I completely missed that part.
What do you mean you completely missed that
I
part?
was texting you guys, and then I came back, and I was like, wait a second, somebody died.
Yeah, no, Granny died. I thought Shoko had gone off and offed herself. That's what I thought.
It was implied that the grandma was pretty old, and
yes, I knew that. Yeah, I knew that she was old, but I thought that this was going to be like the tipping point for Shoko because she'd obviously just had that really horrible conversation with Naoka.
Yuzuru was really close to the grandma.
Yes. Yeah, and you can see that in a couple scenes.
Yeah, that was definitely strong.
Yeah. So this is kind of confusing to me. Did Yuzuru wake up to wake up next to Granny and see that she's dead?
I was thinking that too. She was definitely sleeping with her the night that it's implied that she died, but I don't think it's that way. I think there would be a little bit more. I think
that would have screwed up Yuzuru so much.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
Like she would have just never come out of a shell.
Yeah.
She would have gone inside of the shell and never returned. But clearly she didn't. So I guess it must have been like she woke up and Granny like wasn't doing well or something.
Yeah. We have a bridge scene here. It always goes back to the same bridge at the
yeah.
Fish. Basically, the whole friend group has a falling out, which was destined to happen since the
right. Yeah, this is where they everybody kind of freaks out.
This is where Miki turns on everybody.
Yeah. This is in fact where that happens.
It's got there's some trees for you to break here.
But then I think, oh my gosh, wait, did I completely forget to write down a scene in my notes?
A very thick tree.
It's a very thick tree.
So is this where Shoya lashes out at everybody at the koi bridge, and then it just leaves Shoko behind?
This is where he literally yells at everybody, including his new friend.
Nagasuka.
Mm-hmm. Which Nagasuka didn't deserve any of that.
No, obviously, none of them deserved any of that. Because
I feel like a lot of them deserved a lot of it.
Whether or not they deserved it, it happened.
He was kind of chill with it too, you know. He just I know you're not doing well, so I'm just gonna give you some space.
This is back to him just being a great friend.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I can see where you get that, right? Yeah.
Royal, could you give me 7 blaze rods?
No.
Wow. Denied.
Because we don't use cheats in this world.
I'm using cheats. I've been looking for coal for the last half an hour.
Okay, so.
But it's on peaceful mode. How am I supposed to beat the Ender Dragon?
Oh my gosh, you're not. That's why we're on peaceful.
Okay, how long have we been doing this? I think it's been 40 minutes.
No, we still have a couple more scenes to go.
We have
River.
the later half of the movie to go.
No, we don't. We're
there's a lot left. You can talk about a ton more of this.
Yeah, we can talk. But this is already going to be an hour-long episode.
Yeah.
The news is tragic this week, so.
Yeah, it is really tragic.
Stop! I'm gonna cry. I could not sleep last night. I was so upset.
The news is not. Actually, we could do what we did in some earlier episodes and talk about the news now.
No, because then we can't get back into it.
That's
Like,
fair.
It's not possible.
I don't think you guys are into it anyway. I think I'm carrying you.
I'm into it. I'm talking.
You and Royal are going off. I'm watching Business Cactus grow his trees.
Those
I'm
are
just trying to get some blaze rods here.
Okay.
You're grubbing them.
During the falling out scene, Shoko and Shoya get really close. One of the problems is Shoko feels responsible for Shoya losing all of his friends, which is not true.
No, it's not. It's not her fault. They're just bad people.
So Shoya
yeah.
and Shoko
But then,
become really good friends.
and then they go on a date.
They don't go on a date. Well, they do.
Oh no, they totally go on a date.
They do.
Confused me even more because they're not romantic.
No, they're
What?
just friends. It was the summer. They were having fun.
Yeah, because he does say like this has been the best summer of my life or something like that towards the end. Like, this
Oh,
is
and so the
summer.
mom, Shoko's mom, was
Uh-huh.
actually starting to warm up to Shoya.
Yes. Oh yeah, the birthday cake scene.
The birthday cake scene. So that was slightly after the on their date.
Yeah, and because Yuzuru's like, you're gonna help us make our mom's birthday cake, and Shoya's like, no, I'm not because she hates me.
Yeah,
So-
which is for good reason.
Yeah. Well, yeah. That was one interesting bit though. I didn't like how Shogo's mom couldn't get over that and see that Shoya had changed. I get like Shoya did some really like unforgivable things, arguably unforgivable.
Well, she does change.
She does eventually like get over it, mostly.
Yeah.
Because
During
she
the
does
birthday
the whole-
cake scene.
I'm gonna argue that it's not during the birthday cake scene. I'm gonna argue it's when Shoya saves Shoko.
We're not getting to that part yet. So
I know we're not getting to that part yet.
Shoko's mom basically lets him sit and stay for cake, and then
Yes.
then
It looks like a
this is
good
when-
cake, by the way.
This is when Yuzuru says to Shoya that he should join them at the fireworks.
Wait, nobody got
Yeah.
pushed into the cake, right? Because I was definitely right.
Huh?
Nobody got
That's-
pushed into the cake.
No.
Okay, because I was definitely watching something where somebody got pushed into the cake, but I couldn't remember if it was this or not.
Okay, so now we're at the fireworks scene, which is a really, really good scene.
Yes.
It's the climax basically.
Yeah, it is because this
It
is the part. Yeah,
Okay,
this is the
before we
part-
get to the part, let's
Oh, okay.
talk about everything before that because that's just a really good scene. It's a really good part of the movie.
It is. So I thought the fireworks were. I thought the fireworks were really good, just overall. Like, I thought like it was a really nice looking scene too.
Oh well, like the whole movie is just gorgeous.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna argue that that Spirited Away, which is I don't like that movie, but it looked a lot better than this. But that's because it's like the best looking movie, like anime movie ever.
Are you kidding me?
It's a gorgeous movie. It's really gorgeous. It's really pretty.
A
gonna
Silent
go
Voice has
off
the
on
most
you.
technical. It's the lighting though.
The lighting.
This movie or Spirited Away?
This movie.
Because the lighting was not ideal in Spirited Away.
Wait, are you saying this movie is better than Spirited Away or no?
As far as like watching a movie, this movie is a million times better than Spirited Away. I did not like Spirited Away.
No, like animation.
The animation is better in this movie, but the artwork is better than Spirited Away.
Spirited Away is one of those things that like a lot of people don't like anime, but then Spirited Away is like an actual art piece or something.
Yeah, it's like a piece of artwork. It's not.
I mean, it is all like hand painted and stuff, but
Yeah,
That's me. I am people.
so yeah,
You
I
would not
go
like
to say
Spirited Away.
the
I wouldn't.
animation of
Okay.
the animation of the Silent Voice was, I think, done by Kyoto Animation, and they do the
It was.
they do the most amazing stuff, and like I can really appreciate what they do. Also, they were burned down, so
Oh,
rip.
Oh, I did know this. I did know
Yeah.
this.
it's pretty tragic. They did a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
They did Violet Evergarden, which is also very beautiful. Where were we? Oh yes, the fireworks scene. Yeah, it was definitely beautifully animated. This part, the mom is there. Shoko, Shoya, and Yuzuru are all there. I feel like this scene is it definitely has an uneasiness to it.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, where they're like, yeah, it's kind of like awkward because then Shoko leaves. This is another part where Yuzuru comes through like crazy though.
Okay, now that's one thing though. Like, do you think that was on purpose or not on purpose?
I think Yuzuru was playing the wingman in this. Because I think she was trying to keep Shoko and Shoya like being friends or possibly romantic. Because like fireworks and stuff, that's obviously kind of romantic. Especially with like they're all like dressed up and stuff too, except for Shoya, who doesn't change his outfit. He changes between his school uniform and that black t-shirt.
He's very simple.
Ain't that the truth?
And yet, yeah.
And so complex of a character. Oh my gosh.
So yeah.
So I think that's what Yuzuru was trying to do, because I'm still at this point when I was watching the movie, I was still stuck on the fact that they should definitely kiss at this scene. And then they don't, and then are we talking about it yet? Is that are we going to go for it?
Okay, I'm about to get to it. Okay. So
Okay.
Shoko then leaves the fireworks saying that she has to go do like homework or something.
Used to study. But they're on like summer vacation or something.
Yeah, I know. It's weird. But that's exactly what she says, I think.
That's what I did this summer.
So
Facts.
Shoko's leaving. Then Yuzuru says to Shoya that she needs her camera to go take pictures of the fireworks, which makes sense.
Huh?
So Shoko's back at her house, and Shoya's gonna go get the camera, which is at their house too.
Right. Mm-hmm.
When he walks into the apartment,
I know
see
what scene
anything.
we're at.
Yeah, I think we all do. So when you walk into the apartment,
You're
the only
really
one who
dark.
I was just a little lost.
It's really dark in the apartment, and you can see the fireworks. The lighting in that scene, I'm gonna say it again, was top notch. But then he basically sees Shoko's silhouette on the balcony and thinks that, she's just like, watching fireworks on the balcony. But
then she gets up on the railing, and then she makes a jump for it. Or no, it's looks like more of a fall.
He
That
runs
was
in like
really
slow
suspenseful.
motion towards
Yeah,
him.
the animation there again was just
Okay, yeah, that was really good.
that was amazing.
That
It was really
really-
suspenseful.
I was so like tense the entire time. I like had to get up and like walk around to watch that scene.
I did too. It was nuts.
I like got up like holding my phone, like my earbuds were in and stuff, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what's gonna happen? Is she gonna what's gonna yeah. It was really intense. That's what I'm trying to say.
So she basically falls.
Yes.
But Shoya catches her on the balcony.
Yep. And then she totally like breaks her arm or something, or like dislocates it, because then later
that makes sense though. Like that much.
Yeah, because she was like on one arm, just kind of hanging there.
dangling.
I was wondering how, with all like the rockets and the fireworks and stuff, how Shoko was able to acquire help in like saving Shoya.
Okay, you didn't listen to the movie then.
Did I not? Oh,
No.
was this where the
I didn't
other friends come in? Is this where the other friends come in? Like the former friends?
We'll get to it. So we haven't even said that
Jeez.
Shoya saves Shoko, but then ends up falling in himself.
Oh yeah.
He hits the water, which I'm pretty sure Shoko could have survived that even if she jumped off, but we're not
Oh
gonna
yeah,
talk
she
about
could have.
that.
Yeah, that's technicalities. That whatever, doesn't matter.
Yeah, because Shoya hits the water. He starts bleeding. He hits his back, and
Yeah.
then he's obviously knocked out. He ends up in the hospital. But then it's later said that the blonde friend, the one that was at the amusement park that didn't like him,
Kazuki, is that his name? Yeah,
Yeah.
Kazuki.
he's the one who called the cop or like
Okay,
ambulance.
that's what happened. Okay, that's what I thought. I was a little confused.
He was apparently saw the entire thing.
Yeah, which is interesting.
It is.
I wonder, considering I'm once again using this word. I don't like it, but I'm using it. Ostracized.
That's a big word. I don't even know what that means.
It was on IMDb. That's the only reason I'm using it. But considering he's the one that ostracized Shoya for bullying Shoko, he doesn't. It's funny that he doesn't like do anything right then about Shoko jumping.
Well, there's nothing he could have done. I'm guessing
What's
Yeah,
he do?
I don't know. I mean, I guess you can't really yell out the window to a deaf girl.
Yeah. Oh, that was a really key point. In the we got to see a glimpse of like what Shoko was hearing when it was pretty much a silent scene.
Yeah. Yep.
You couldn't hear the fireworks. There was light music playing.
Mhm.
But so then we get like a scene after Shoya is in the hospital. Shoko has a cast on because she broke or dislocated her arm.
Yep.
We see that Naoko went and pretty much just stayed in Shoya's room and didn't let anybody else.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's
where
another
you're getting
scene where you can see that she has a crush on him.
Yeah. Can somebody
So
explain to me why they
Naoko
entered
is staying in Shoya's room. Oh,
Mhm.
and basically everybody blames Shoko for Shoya's hospitalization.
Yeah.
Or at least Naoko.
I thought that was interesting. Yeah,
It's-
well, of course Naoko does. Because Naoko is a horrible person.
Naoko then goes and pretty much just beats Shoko into a fence.
Yeah, oh my gosh, like what?
Oh, and then she was like talking back to the mom or whatever. I was like, sis, no.
So Shoko can obviously not defend herself because her arm is like broken, and plus you never would hit back because all she's saying is like, I'm sorry. This is where she starts to change though, because she realizes that even if she is the reason why Shoya's life has gone sideways, that she needs to fix it and not just say I'm sorry.
And then this is where she decides to go and like sort it out with everybody, you know?
Yeah. So she goes and pretty much collects the entire group. This is when the group pretty much comes back together. And by the time Shoya wakes up, he's pretty much delusional and doesn't know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
But both Shoya and Shoko just knew that they were both supposed to be on the bridge. Or
yeah. Well, they're like, okay, this is where we need to be. Yeah.
This is the part that I thought they were gonna kiss.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, same. They like, I was beyond confused as to why they didn't.
So Shoko showed up because she was sad by Shoya, and then Shoya showed up because he just knew, which is kind of weird, but like it's a movie.
Mm-hmm.
They basically kind of fix each other because they're both hurting a lot.
Like, I don't think they fix each other, but they kind of
they mended some stuff.
They get to a point where they are okay with themselves.
Yeah.
They help each other do that.
Shoya
Also, guys,
eventually goes back to school, but we see that he's still having problems with looking into faces because the X's are back up and are on everybody. When he tries walking to his classroom, like I said, it was a cafe because they were having a school festival, which and all the X's are up. But during that, Nagasuka Miki, and a couple other characters all see him.
Yeah.
And he rushes into the bathroom because he kind of having a panic attack.
Yeah. Yeah, totally like panic attack right there.
But Nagasuka basically just rips into the bathroom stall and just hugs him.
Oh my gosh.
That's like not the best scene.
That's not something that happens in bathrooms. But
yeah, it's kind of impossible, but we're gonna let it slide because it was cool.
Yeah, it was a good scene though. So I guess it doesn't really matter. It can have an excuse.
Nagasuka's X all over his face goes away.
Yeah, Nagasuka's X goes away, and then is this a scene? No, it's the next scene where all the X's disappear.
Yeah, no. So Miki and everybody was making like a paper thing, kind of like a good luck charm kind of thing.
Yeah, because for while he was in the hospital.
Yeah.
But then they're like, we're trying to get 1,000. I'm like, oh my gosh.
They didn't finish it, but I feel like that might have been representing something that I wasn't catching.
Maybe that like he's not maybe it's kind of like representing his like path to emotionally healing. So like he was physically healed. Yeah. He physically healed, but like he still had to get past like the rest of the emotional healing.
So now we cut to like after that.
Is this where
No, so
where puts on her school uniform, right? No, we're past that part, right?
Yeah, so Shoya invites Shoko and like literally everybody to go to the school festival the next day.
Right.
And that's when we get the scene. The ending scene.
Oh, the ending scene, that's right. Where all the X's disappear and then Shoya cries.
He's basically happy again and his anxiety goes away. Which is a really powerful
well, not like goes away, but like he learns to accept himself for what he did, and because everybody like he's been forgiven,
and you can finally see like everybody being happy, and you can see like what's going around, happening.
And the other important part of this is Nyoka. We learn that Nyoka knows how to sign.
Yes,
that was crazy.
Has been learning sign language to better communicate with Shoko.
Yeah.
Which she's still mean, but you can see that she still cares.
Yeah, she cares a little bit. It kind of makes you think like, was the meanness all a facade?
I'm gonna blame it on pretty much her crush, to be honest.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, her crush on Shoya, so then she was just trying to like make amends.
Yeah, so now I think.
And well, we made it through the entire movie right there. Mm-hmm. The only other thing that I have written down that we haven't already talked about is after Shoya comes out of the hospital, there's a point where he's back at his house, right? And Yuzuru's there and asking him to help study. Okay. Yeah. And you can see in that bit right there, his room is starting to like pull itself together.
His room was always really clean.
No. In the beginning, his room's clean. No, in the beginning, when he sold everything and he was about to like kill himself, that's when his room was like impeccable. But as the movie goes on and as he heals, his room gets messier.
Yeah. So it's kind of like representing his mindset. So like at first,
it's healing.
Clean. It's at first it's super clean because it's like a full sense of safeness because he's gonna end himself. But then it gets messy again when everybody's introduced, and then it gets clean again, like the right kind of clean.
Yeah, it's like a happy clean.
I don't know if you guys were like really listening, but the music was perfect in this movie.
I was. I did listen to music. I think there are movies with better music, obviously. And I thought the music was a bit overwhelming at some points, but I think that helped. That helped the.
It was really good for the atmosphere.
Yes.
The very end scene, that song is called "Lit," and it's really good for that scene. Like if you listen to it, you can always see the end.
Yeah.
But yeah, they did a really good job on that.
Yeah. And one last legitimate last thing I have written down
Okay.
is why didn't they kiss? We already kind of talked about that.
I'm gonna say that it would have been a little bit more awkward than you would.
Oh yeah, but it was already awkward. Shoya is such an awkward character.
They're all really awkward.
I mean, they are teenagers. Kind of the default.
I wanted to say that we brought up really fast, but Yuzuru was taking pictures of dead things, basically shy Shoko away from killing herself. Obviously, never worked, but you can understand where Yuzuru was coming from because she's like the protective older sister, even though she's younger. Also, we can talk about how the mom was pretty bad at being a mom because she never realized that Shoko was gonna kill herself.
Suicidal. Yeah.
But
well, I don't know if she was really bad at being a mom. More like Shoko was really good at hiding it.
Or but,
and
I
Shoko.
feel like no one. I think it was a lack of communication again. That no one really got it.
Yeah.
So the mom was fine, but whatever.
Yeah, both of the moms were fine, but whatever.
Said that. Oh, I really love Shoko's mom is top girl of the whole movie because she's obviously knows how to slap people. She got in 2 fights in the movie, and it's so funny.
Yeah.
We didn't really talk about it, but Naoko got in a fight with Shoko's mom, and it was nuts. But then Shoya's mom gets in the middle of them and breaks up the fight.
Yeah.
Because Shoya honestly has a better mom.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I definitely liked Shogo's mom as a character, but yeah. Shoya's mom was the better.
Yeah, really understanding and everything.
We need to wrap this up because this is over an hour long already.
Okay, let's talk about the bad news then.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, I'm here. I was doing history homework.
Does Sir Cactus know about the bad news or?
Does who know about?
Yeah, I heard you talking about something. What exactly is it?
Freaking out.
Yeah, welcome to Movie Watch, the section of the podcast where we talk about the most depressing news in all of the land.
Oh my gosh, I can't. I couldn't even sleep last night. I was so upset.
Oh gosh.
Okay, should we do the bad news first and bad news last?
We should do the bad news first to get it out of the way.
Get out of the way.
Just do, yeah.
Okay.
So
today is we're recording this on the 29th of August. Yesterday, we lost our King T'Challa. Chadwick Boseman died from 4 years of colon cancer. He died from complications. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wakanda forever.
Wakanda
all
forever.
The things. Wakanda forever. Yeah.
So terrible.
That was very upsetting.
So he was like 43, right?
Yeah. He was pretty young.
Yeah, he's pretty young.
Yeah, as far as like dying goes. Oh my gosh, what the heck? So yeah, that happens.
And while he was like filming movies, he was like on chemotherapy.
Which is
nuts.
nuts.
It's very impressive that he's filmed all these action movies while having cancer. But
yeah,
he will
that was
surely
nuts.
be missed. Last night when I checked, he had 19 trending Twitter hashtags. That's how you know you've succeeded in your life.
Your amount of Twitter hashtag.
19 trending Twitter hashtags.
Yeah. I have some news, some happier
Go
news.
for it.
I have one piece, and that is the Wonder Woman 1984 trailer.
Yeah.
Oh, are you talking about Fandom?
Well, it was on. We weren't talking about Fandom, but it was also on the rest of the internet.
Fandom was pretty epic.
Fandom was pretty epic. You want to talk about like everything that was on it, or did you guys already go over that?
I need to leave.
Oh.
Yeah, I got things to do too. So yeah, we got a new Wonder Woman 1984 trailer, and I keep on getting more and more excited for this movie.
What about new Batman?
That's what I didn't watch the Batman trailer.
You didn't watch
Batman
that?
is
I didn't watch it,
but we're not going to talk about that right now.
Okay. Do we have any other news?
Black Adam. And Flash.
Black Adam. I don't know who they're casting as I heard the Justice League is going to be in it, but I don't know who they're casting.
Well, honestly, The Rock is already looks like Black Adam.
Yeah, you're right.
It's perfect. I can't wait.
I think when they did his suit drop, the announcement of what his suit's gonna look like, I thought it looked very similar to the Black Lightning suit from the Arrowverse, the CW TV shows. It looks very, very similar.
I don't know. The big lightning bolt across the chest is but
yeah. All right. So I think is that the show? River,
no, I still have more news.
You have more news. Okay. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, gosh.
We talked about this in our last episode, and it finally happened. Daisy Dove Bloom was born on Wednesday, I think. It was August 25th.
The happiest news.
So happy.
For those of you who don't know, for those of you who didn't watch the last episode, Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom's little small child was birthed into the world.
Oh, it's a baby. It's not a small child.
It is a small child.
So it's called a small baby.
It's small child. Small child.
What?
Anyways, so that was the happiest news this week.
That happened.
Daisy.
Also, a couple weeks ago, all the theaters reopened and the New Mutants came out.
Oh, yeah.
Which we all knew it was going to be a disaster because the X-Men movies are just they're bad. I was obsessed with them, but they're bad. There's no saving it.
Did you like First Class?
I liked the newer ones. The Apocalypse was my favorite one. I watched it.
That one's
all
really
the
good.
time.
First Class is really good. That's the first one. That's the new one. The ones where they're back in time.
Yeah.
Those are all pretty good, except the newest one with
Dark Phoenix.
Yeah, that was awful.
It was awful. It was awful. But yeah, everybody knew that the New Mutants was gonna be bad, but the cherry on top was that they spelled the co-creator of the comics. They spelled his name wrong. They spelled his name wrong. Oh my gosh. So yeah, that's amazing. Dune was on the cover of Empire a couple days ago. So we got some.
Oh gosh, that movie just needs to happen.
It just needs to come out. I'm done waiting for it.
I'm also done waiting for it, but not in theaters because theaters aren't a good idea right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not watching anything in theaters yet.
Not
on
yet.
Netflix.
I love going to movie theaters. It's one of my favorite things to do ever, but right now, y'all should not be going to movie theaters.
Okay, last thing. This was also in fandom. We had the announcement that Michael Keaton and Ben Affleck are going to be in the Flash movie.
Yeah, because Flash movie is going to be Flashpoint, which is one of the better comics.
I'm still confused as to why Ezra Miller has not been fired yet.
Well, because he choked out a fan.
Yeah.
And he's not even a good Flash.
He attacked somebody, and he still gets to keep his job.
Yeah.
Oh, did you hear so the person who plays Batwoman quit?
Yeah,
and the person who plays Elastic Man or whatever. No, wait.
Hartley Sawyer, he got fired. He was Elongated Man in the
Elongated, that's right.
In the Arrowverse. Yeah.
And he was good too. He was good.
I really liked that character. There's no way they're gonna recast him. They can't recast it.
No, they have to have one more episode with him where he's leaving.
I think they're just gonna write him out. They're not gonna bring him back. He's already been fired.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and Ruby Rose. I think that's her name.
Okay.
The girl who.
Y'all need to have a separate episode to go over the Arrowverse.
I love the Arrowverse.
Yeah. Because we all got things to do. Actually, 3 of the 4 of us have things to do.
I gotta go eat.
I gotta go beat the Ender Dragon.
Okay, well,
right,
yeah.
Where are we ending?
4 out of 4. So I am no longer the realm because I haven't been recording the entire time.
Oh.
But I can rejoin to end.
Can you give me operator too?
No.
Yeah, please.
No, thank you.
I was sitting on my bed doing history homework.
But yeah, so guys, let's spin the episode. If you've made it this far,
congratulations.
Congratulations.
I think I'm a fan favorite already. They're gonna let me back.
I mean, guys, just leave a like on the video and a nice little.
If you want our
if you want
friends to come back.
If you want the cat and the cactus to return.
To rejoin.
Yeah.
Maybe just the cat, but you know.
You know what? Either one is good. Actually, yeah, either one is good. Here, let me.
I cannot find the stronghold, and I don't have enough Eyes of Ender.
I'm sorry. Do you want to just come back here and do the outro with us?
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
I'm like 3,000 blocks away. I can't give this up now.
All right, I'll do it.
Okay. We need to outro. Where are we outroing?
I don't know. I'm trying to do parkour. You just teleported to me.
Okay, we're outroing right here, right now. That's what's happening. Cool. Okay, so guys, remember to give this a nice little thumbs up and hit subscribe, so we can have better audio in the future. Congratulations if you made it this far. Leave a comment if for any requests you have for movies that we review, and leave a comment to just if you like something, okay? Also remember to go check out YouTube channel in the video description. And yeah, if you made it this far though, and you comment, you will get 2 pancakes. Because 2 cookies. Okay, you can comment. Actually, I think you can comment ahead of time. You should have the information for the YouTube channel.
Okay.
In that case, alright, thanks for watching or listening or whatever you're doing, guys. And we will see you later. Bye!
Bye!